Good morning, everyone. It's Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the storm system that is going to still bring the threat for severe weather, and this will even bring the potential for some flash flooding. And we will definitely be talking about that as we head throughout this video. But first of all, let's go ahead and look at the potential for flash flooding. So for today, we have not really any flash flood threat at all, but for tomorrow, as you guys can see, we do have a slight risk for flash flooding heading from southwest Oregon and then all the way down towards Los Angeles. Doesn't include Los Angeles, but it does head down towards Los Angeles. But this also includes the populated city San Francisco and even a few more populated cities around San Francisco. So this will definitely be something to watch very closely as we do head into tomorrow. This will probably even be the worst out of all the days for flash flooding, and we will have to watch that area closely. Then on day 3, we got another threat for flash flooding, especially across the San Diego and Los Angeles area. So not only are we still dealing with flash flooding in the state of California, but what I want to say about that is that this isn't as widespread, so I don't think it's going to be as big as a problem as it will be for day 2, which will be on January 31st. So this will definitely be something to watch extremely closely. So I would definitely not be surprised to see some flash flooding this day, even though it's not as widespread like I said. But then on day 4, as you guys can see, we start to see flash flood threats move into a different area, which does include Texas heading into Oklahoma. And then on day 5, similar story, but includes places farther east too as well. So this will definitely be something to really keep an eye on as we do head into the weekend. So at least that will be days to watch for. Now, if we look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, which will be from February 6th to February 12th, and as you guys can see, we actually do have a threat for precipitation, heavy snow, and high winds still continuing around for quite a bit. So this will definitely be something to really watch for, but we even still continue to see potentials for flash flooding across the deep south. But even over here in the California and Arizona will also be 2 areas to watch very closely. Now, if we take a look at your guys' radar now, as you guys can see, we're going to first start off with maybe a small snowstorm moving through parts of the Ohio Valley with maybe some heavier snow in parts of western Ohio. But then as that finally heads out, we'll see another storm system move through. This will bring a ton of heavy rainfall and snowfall to California, and then as that continues heading forward, this will also strengthen again, bringing lots of storms and maybe some tropical storm-like conditions because of how much of heavy rain we could really see with this. And then as that finally heads out, then we may have to watch another system moving through, which also could bring a threat for severe storms, and then maybe watching a winter storm after that. But this is quite uncertain by this point, but something to really keep an eye on though. So our main concern will be this storm system right here that likely strengthens as it heads into the deep south. So this will be our main concern for this week, and this will be as we head into February 4th. Okay, so make sure to keep that in mind. So if you got any travel plans for February 4th, make sure to be aware of that, and we will definitely watch the storm system closely. Now, if we look at your guys' total precipitation, as you guys can see, we actually do have a pretty big area of precipitation. We got at least 1 to as much as 5 inches of rainfall across this area right here in California. And then over here back out to the east, we actually do see another decent area of at least 1 to as much as 5 inches of rainfall in some areas back out here. So this will definitely be something to watch very closely too as well. So I mean, even even though we're not seeing a ton of rainfall like what we did during let's see, when was that? I think it was sometime last week is when we dealt with the 2 moderate risks for flash flooding. It won't be as bad as that, but it will definitely be something to really keep an eye on. So slight risks for flash flooding will be the concern for the deep south as we head into day 5, like what it showed on the excessive rainfall outlook. So that will definitely be something to watch closely for. And now let's go ahead and look at your guys' total snowfall now, okay? And for your total snowfall, as you guys can see, lots of snowfall for the California mountains, and then we do see a strip of at least 1 to as much as 2 to 3 inches of snowfall back out here into western Ohio, eastern Michigan, and eastern Indiana. So these will be areas that we do need to watch very closely. So I just call this a minor winter storm. This will probably bring some decent impacts, but it definitely won't be as extreme as you do think it will be. So we'll have to still watch very closely, but travel impacts are probably going to be minor to moderate, so there will at least be some in the way of travel impacts, but other than that, we shouldn't see any major to even extreme impacts, and that would only happen if we saw a half an inch, or I mean a half a foot of snow, but we're not going to see that much. We're only going to see as much as 4 inches of snowfall potentially. It might not happen, but we'll still have to watch the storm system, and I wouldn't be surprised to see isolated amounts of around 4 inches. So we'll have to see about that. But thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. We'll continue to keep you guys updated on how these storm systems are looking. We will also continue to see how tornado season will play out. I'm not going to do tornado season forecast yet, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I probably won't even do tornado season forecast till we head into the end of February, but we'll see about that. But like I said, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll do one tomorrow.